It's the grand finale. It all comes down to this.
The most difficult thing we have ever attempted on this show.
We can start an alcohol counter for Eugene.
It smells like an English muffin.
I think I just made a cookie.
Reminds me of like a good cereal.
It does look like an ice cream pie.
Never made it, never ate it. No, I've eaten it.
I've never made it.
It's one of my favorites.
Today, we're making cheesecake.
Have you heard? Our new movie, Behind the Try, it's finally out!
It's a raw, real, vulnerable look at what it means to be a try guy.
We're revealing it all!
Go to tryguys.com/movie to buy it now.
Behind the Try Guys. Theme song pending.
The Try Guys are back in the test kitchen for the season finale of Without a Recipe. This challenge, cheesecake.
What's trying to bake? Cheesecake! What's trying to bake? Cheesecake!
Each baker will have 2 hours to complete the cheesecake of their choice and present it to our panel of judges.
This smells incredible.
I don't trust anyone who says smell my hand.
It smells amazing.
Hi, my name is Jimmy Wong. I'm an actor, host, and chef, and I've made quite a lot of culinary things in the past, and I love making cakes.
Hi, I'm Nicole Rucker. I'm the owner and baker at Fat and Flour, a pie shop in Grand Central Market. I'm qualified to judge today because cheesecake is a pie and I am an award-winning pie maker.
Hi, my name is Juwono. I'm head baker and commissary manager for Go Get 'em Tiger. I personally eat everything, and cheesecake's one of my favorite desserts.
You said you eat anything?
Anything.
I want you to keep that in mind during the judging.
So I've been in the culinary industry for 12 years. I love butter, I love cream, I love eggs. To be able to work in a company that serves really good food, really great pastries, and coffee, it's kind of a dream. The perfect cheesecake should be not too sweet. You can actually still taste the tang from the cream cheese itself. It should be dense, yet light at the same time. Anything can happen in the kitchen, so don't be afraid to be creative. Have fun, and as far as Without a Recipe, good luck.
I can't imagine any of us know how to make cheesecake. And if anybody does successfully make cheesecake, they cheated.
3, 2, 1, cheesecake! Okay.
I can't think of something that I would rather eat less than cheesecake. What the even is it?
Now, I know that cheesecakes often have graham cracker crusts.
A graham cracker crust.
Here is the graham cracker crumbs. And to this bowl, we're gonna add some sugar. And I'm gonna mix it up a little bit.
I guess you bake it? But if it's, hold on.
I'm not quite sure about the baking process. I've seen Matt make cheesecake quite often, but I love cheesecake.
No, you're gonna put raisins in the crust?
Well, we're gonna find out. You've been waiting for it. Daddy's favorite rides again. It's back, baby. Cinnamon Raisin ready to reclaim the title. Cinnamon Raisin just didn't make sense for any of the other dishes in this season, except for this, because there is such a thing called rum raisin cheesecake. I'm gonna make an oatmeal raisin cookie, and I'm gonna build a cheesecake on top of that. I do not know how to do that.
My vision for my cheesecake is a butter pecan ice cream inspired cheesecake. I will add actual ice cream into the cheesecake.
Ooh, Rice Krispies, cornflakes, sure, why the not?
Today, I'm taking it back to basics, baby. I'm making a monster cheesecake. I'm talking M&Ms, pretzels, gummy shit, peanut butter, maybe some leftover brownies from the other episode. In the past, I've just tried to throw in all of my favorite things, and it has never worked, which is telling me that eventually it might.
I have kept all my alcohol under wraps this entire season, and I've decided I'm gonna put all of it in the last episode. That's right, I'm taking every alcohol that I think I can put into this cake and putting them all into it. The berry boozy cheesecake. But I'm gonna let loose, I'm gonna relax, I'm gonna have fun, and I'm gonna get real f***ing drunk.
You got me Guinness? You know, I haven't gone wrong with putting beer in the more bready part of a dessert, so I'm gonna put the beer in. Y'all, we can start an alcohol counter for Eugene. This is alcohol #1 in my cheesecake.
I'm gonna toast my pecans in a little bit of butter in the saucepan. I'm gonna freeze this, because why the hell not?
Oh, that's what the food processor's for.
So I'm gonna use Cinnamon Toast Crunch cereal and classic oatmeal cookies. Now, I thought about making my own oatmeal raisin cookie, but that didn't really work out super well for me last season.
You! How dare you pile on in my moment of weakness!
So I thought, you know, let's only bake one thing at a time per episode.
So we've made pie dough, we've made dumpling dough, we've made pizza dough. It's all the same shit. Flour, water. I'm gonna do pie dough, and then I'm gonna put shit into the pie dough.
I think pie crust is a little bit fragile and might get soggy from all the creamy cheesecake filling on top.
You're using electricity when you could just...
3, 2,
Oh, mine's
1.
not on.
Wow, look at it go.
There's nothing more satisfying than pulverizing something solid.
On.
On?
Off.
Where's on?
On. Well, maybe I have to have the lid back on because it doesn't want me to kill myself. Ah! Hey! Safety!
Whoa! Cinnamon Toast Crunch, I almost forgot. There's a little daddy inside all of us.
I always say cinnamon dries stuff out, and that's true, but this is gonna be a cheesecake, and it's always wet, so I can't get it too dry. I feel like if I put the raisins in, they're just gonna get all gunked up. We gotta try it though, don't we?
Rice Krispies. What else did I crush? Oh, graham crackers. Yeah. Yeah.
I think I made powdered raisins. They're gone.
So after this is combined, we're gonna add melted butter here.
Okay, butter.
Lucky for me, Ned already cut me some butter.
No.
So sweet about it.
No.
Now, but what do you do with the butter?
I'm just gonna put it in there. And I'm trying to study Rachel's facial expressions.
It's always a good plan.
Butter's not incorporating very well. This is my graham cracker Guinness beer crust, which actually smells pretty f***ing good. Maybe I should exercise restraint.
Oh yeah, now we're getting the good stuff.
Maybe the butter was wrong. It's just so chunky.
Can I have water? What the milk? I mean, milk. What is milk? It's cow water. It's the same shit.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this was too much butter.
I think so too.
More graham crackers.
Yeah, you just gotta go the other way.
This was much better consistency like 20 seconds ago. It's doing that weird flaky thing. I feel like this is wrong, that crust is supposed to not be so sugary, but I don't care. I'm gonna win the crust competition.
All right, so I like the consistency of my crust. Now it's time to put it in my little tin here. I guess I need to spray it with stuff.
Do you? It's full of butter.
Just a little on the side there.
That's plenty.
And then we're gonna put this inside. So I'm gonna take the measuring cup and actually leave about a 1/4 inch up side there while you flatten out the crust with the measuring cup.
I think this is right, and you just mat it down, and you just hope it works. Oh, you're going up to the top.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I was thinking of
yeah.
just doing the flat bottom. How do they always make it so perfectly flat?
Maybe they do it like this.
Ooh.
I haven't won a single one yet.
Yeah.
But I mean, last season it was weird if I didn't come in first place.
Ah, shit, the shit on my butt.
Feels wrong.
Feels good.
It's getting so warm, so melty.
I think I'm just gonna put this in the oven for a few minutes and watch. We'll see what happens.
So it is essential to par bake the crust because you don't want soggy crust.
Let's do it.
I think it's oven time.
Good night.
Oh, they're growing up so fast.
Let's have some wine.
Yeah.
We're gonna bake this for 10 to 15 minutes until the crust is buttery and really crusty.
Just put 15, but we'll do the math ourselves.
While Keith and Ned wait for their crust to par bake, Zach and Eugene just choose not to do this step and continue shaping their crusts. The guys now have 1 hour and 15 minutes to work on their fillings and toppings.
So I can tell right now the crust is actually baked very nicely. You can see there's golden brown edges on the crust.
It's still solid. You know, I did that and it kind of pulled away from the side and it kept its shape. Feels like that's a good sign.
I think I just made a cookie.
You did.
Look at this.
For the filling, we're gonna use the Philadelphia cream cheese. I think the most stable cream cheese. It's got a lot of gum in there, so you wanna make sure your cheesecake stays nice and tall. So we're gonna use 2 pounds.
I know that it's gonna be a bunch of cream cheese. Maybe this evaporated milk and this condensed milk will make an appearance. I love a good sweet condensed milk.
I got rum, whiskey, gin, tequila.
Cream cheese, sugar, syrup.
So I'm gonna do a little rum raisin situation. I'm gonna get some raisins and some rum. And you know what? A little cinnamon.
I actually have to prepare my butter pecans. So one of my favorite things to make is homemade butter pecan ice cream. You kind of just spoon butter all over some toasted pecans, and then you separate the pecans from the butter, and then you kind of reincorporate them back into the ice cream.
We've made ice cream that was like gooey, sticky shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take everyone's failures of yesteryears and learn. I'm going to learn where they stumbled, and I will find it, and I will follow it to
You almost have it.
and
He
I will
almost has
follow
it.
and I will follow it to victory.
He's even bad at delivering the
Yeah.
bad cake news, so this is gonna bode well for him.
How many cream cheeses do you think?
I'm going with 4. I feel like it's mostly cream cheese.
Yeah, you want that tall cheesecake.
I love to finish my own dessert, so I like something that is just a tiny bit smaller.
I think I'm gonna make a chocolate cheesecake. No one seems to be doing that, so I'm gonna do cocoa powder, maybe melt some peanut butter chips. Let's just start around, guys. Brown sugar, white sugar.
I'm gonna try not to pour the entire bottle into everything.
Look, we're being ourselves, but we're learning through it, okay?
Yeah, we were like babies, and now we're toddlers.
Dope toddlers.
Still tripping around, still falling on their faces, but now we have neck bones.
Now we have neck bones.
We actually use room temperature cream cheese, room temperature sour cream, and room temperature eggs.
I'm wondering if there's like any egg or egg white, like a custard might have a little egg, because the egg is a binder. A good clue will be if there's eggs in here. Oh, there's 2 bowls. Okay.
We're back,
It's a lot like an escape room. You look around, you see what you got.
There's a camera there, there's a camera there, there's a camera there, but there's no flour.
So we have here our cream cheese. Right now we are going to paddle them to the KitchenAid. I'm just going to make sure that this cream cheese is nice and creamy and smooth. Now we're gonna add 4 eggs.
Let's do 5 eggs, 6 eggs.
And that could make it yellow.
On color alone, I'm thinking no yolks.
Egg whites are all you need.
One of the things has a photo of cheesecake on the box.
That's a hint if I've ever seen one.
This is Jell-O.
I'm gonna guess that I need that. Ooh, vanilla.
And with the vanilla as well.
The big thing about cheesecake is you want smooth consistency. You want
You're making a gay cheesecake.
homogenized consistency.
We're gonna add the sugar to this.
Bring on the sugar.
Who wants rum? Who wants whiskey? Ah, everyone wants whiskey! That's what I was gonna do.
It seems that the raisins have drank the alcohol and are trying to return to their previous status as grapes. Let's just keep adding booze and raisins.
Uh-oh. Too hot.
Too hot this time.
I need to start over.
You're starting over? You
Yeah.
don't have much time, man.
Eugene, look at me. I learned from mistakes.
Me too. I just did 1 glass of whiskey and not 5.
The last ingredient we're gonna add is gonna be the sour cream. It really does add some tang into the cream cheese, so it doesn't taste as heavy.
Not a big sour cream person, so I don't think that's right.
You can also use some creme fraiche, or even just regular heavy cream.
Creme fraiche is like fancy, right? You want the creme fraiche?
Yeah, it sounds
They also
great,
have condensed milk too, which could be good.
Look at the way this pours. Honestly, I think this is about the viscosity you want when you pour in your cream cheese, your cheese into your cheesecake.
That's nice.
I do love mascarpone.
What is that? What is that?
I don't know, but that also sounds fancy.
Oh yes, mascarpone. Do me.
Everybody time out.
What?
This tastes like cheesecake.
Really?
Yes.
That does taste like
It's
cheesecake.
like cheesecake. Now
Wow.
will it firm up like cheesecake? That's a question for xanthan gum.
And I'm just gonna put a touch of xanthan gum, because I remember from Keith, it was
very powerful.
Xanthan gum was my downfall one time.
This might be the only ice cream I kind of can't eat. Like it's xanthan gum. It's like too much.
The expert was like, a little goes a long way. I'm making a whole cake. I'm just gonna put in 1/8 of a teaspoon.
For baked cheesecakes, I do not recommend you to add any gums or gelatin.
I don't really know what gelatin is, but I'm gonna put it in there.
Gelatin and xanthan. Probably redundant, probably awesome.
Dude, we're painting outside the box.
I'm melting down some chocolate, some peanut butter.
Look at that rich butternut soup.
Some are a little darker than I might have liked.
Orange with chocolate. Like, that just seems right.
Take a moment. What have we learned so far?
You're right, Eugene.
You should add
M&Ms.
more.
Marshmallows! Mini M&Ms. I'm just gonna have to take a moment. I'm gonna have to do a little TO on baking. Mini M&Ms taste weird. You would think they're just the same thing, M&Ms but smaller. You're wrong. The ratio is totally off. You got less chocolate, too much sugar, it sucks.
So I have raspberries, blackberries, and blueberries.
We've almost forgot the pretzels. So my plan, Eugene, is to have a delicious flavor with then whole chunks of cookies inside.
I don't necessarily suggest you put cookies in the actual cheesecake filling. The cookies will absorb moisture from the cheesecake itself and become soggy.
I see you're rocking with berries.
You guys ever do this just when your kid puts sugar all over a strawberry? I figure a really good way to get as many alcohols as possible is to soak everything in liquor.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
so-
Oh my God, you ass.
Alcohol number 3. This is raspberry vodka. This is tequila or liquor, alcohol. I'm drunk. I'm gonna do gin blueberries and tequila blackberries just because blackberries are kind of like, they're so random.
It probably has like milk, cream, sugar. Oh wait, that's what ice cream is. So I'm gonna put a big old buttload of ice cream.
Wow, that's clever.
The cheesecake batter should look like the consistency of melted ice cream.
Well, it's definitely getting goopy. All right, now that all my burn bits have solidified to the bottom, I'm trying to decant some of my brown butter. Now I'm gonna add some brown butter to my mixture.
So I'm going to try to make a rum caramel. And all I know is you fry sugar.
Honestly, it's not as caramelly as it could be. I gotta just keep cooking this.
Oh my God, it's already melting.
What are you doing? What are you melting? What are you melting?
I'm
What are
trying
you
to make
melting?
caramel.
They're grapes! They're grapes again! It's the heat inflating them. They're like little balloons, because one raisin fell out and it's back to raisin status. This is like I'm a 3rd grade science experiment. Watch before your very eyes. The dehydration of a rehydrated berry fruit.
This is rock candy. This is unusable, so I'm gonna try again.
Those raisins taste like butter.
It's butter. It has to be butter.
What? Oh,
Well,
okay.
the thing I'm missing in this.
Thank God. I thought you meant for the batter, because I'm like,
I
too
think
late,
it's butter.
bro.
But people don't like raisins. People do like butter. So I think it's a win.
I don't know if I put the butter in too early or if it should have butter. It's still clumping.
Like, this didn't work. So I guess I won't put the butter part on. I'll just put the raisins in.
Okay, so I'm gonna put just a little rum in. Caramel chocolate. I would like to put this in the freezer so that it's gonna freeze, and then I'm gonna do the crumbles on top. For the last bit of garnish, white wine soaked, lime zest.
So I think I added a little too much cream cheese. I'm not gonna lie. I got some lumps in here. I'm afraid that if I keep mixing it, I'll do something bad to the texture.
There is no gluten in the filling, so you can't really overmix it.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it in a saucepan and slowly heat it up.
What?
Oh, we gotta preheat the oven, bro. What temperature do you think?
As long as it's below 350, I think.
What temperature kills germs?
200.
Let's do 200. Great.
So we have our baked crust here.
Ooh, this is correct. I put in everything a boy could ever ask for.
Wow. Look at me go.
I did way too much whipping.
Yeah.
That looks like it's a consistency.
This is gonna be awesome. The marshmallows are gonna like melt down the side.
I have my butter pecan ice cream cheesecake.
I'm just adding a little bit of pretzel garnish around the side. It's not a Zach concoction without it. It almost looks like Thanksgiving.
At Ned Fulmer on this. This is Instagram worthy.
Dude, that's beautiful.
This cheesecake is going to go into a 275-degree oven for about an hour. So we are going to cook this cheesecake in a water bath. And what the water bath does is creates steam into the oven. So your cheesecake actually will not have a dry crust. And it also prevents it from browning too much on the top.
Okay, I'm gonna put this in the oven. I'm just gonna go for it. An hour at 300.
We have this set to 250, Eugene. That's great. That seems great. Cheesecake number 1 is going in.
All right, 300 degrees for like an hour.
Oh, yours is so much more jiggly than mine.
3, 2, 1. Okay, hands up, bakers.
Oh, shit.
Chug it.
Or a healthy sip. Yeah, okay.
Woo! Whoa. Woo! That was everything but the kitchen sink.
Wow. Oh my God, the kitchen sink!
After experimenting with different times and temperatures, the guys are now ready to remove their cheesecakes from the oven.
This is honestly the best looking Thanksgiving dessert I've ever seen, and it tastes nothing like Thanksgiving.
I put a stick into mine, and when I pulled it out, the whole remained.
Ooh, let me do that
Which,
too.
for me, says it's done.
Mine's definitely
Wet inside, but it's going to, it's gonna cool, it's gonna solidify. I feel confident.
Still goopy.
Still goopy, but solid.
I'm not gonna poke it because I want to keep this surface, like, immaculate.
Tomorrow, after the cheesecakes have been in the fridge, the guys will nervously watch as the art team slices into the cakes.
Come on, easy, easy. Oh. Wow.
Oh! Wow, it's beautiful.
Definitely doesn't look like cockroaches are crawling over the top.
Why would you say that? It literally doesn't.
Okay, this is my spooky treat.
Trick or treat. We are now.
Oh, it kind of spilled over the top. We're getting caught.
Hey, it's beautiful, Zach.
Ooh, nice job.
A nice rustic cheesecake.
Rustic. Yeah, very rustic. Now Keith's does not have a crust.
No outer crust. Just the bottom, baby.
Much like Keith, what you see is what you get.
Yeah. Beautiful, kind of. A nice short little boy.
Interesting.
Oh.
Wow.
Wow, yeah, you know what? That looks
Yeah. All right, and here's mine.
I think you got. Oh, it looks fine. It looks like it's gonna be okay. Sure.
Wow.
What fell off on the other side?
A little bit of
Turn it though.
Little bit
Is
off
it
the
okay?
top. It's got a little haircut. That's fine.
Oh, it's fine.
Great job, guys. We all made cheesecake.
We did it.
The art team will now put the final touches on the slices, and then the guys will present them to the panel of judges.
As always, we will be judging these cheesecakes on 4 criteria: the presentation, the creativity, the taste, and of course the most important question, is it a cheesecake?
I present proudly Daddy's favorite cheesecake. Daddy's favorite rides again. Last season, on Without a Recipe, I dedicated the entire season to my father's favorite flavor combination, cinnamon raisin. He eats a bowl of Raisin Bran every morning. He's done it since I was born, and he does it every day now. But he loves oatmeal raisin cookies, so I wanted to bring the idea of oatmeal cinnamon raisin to cheesecake.
This explains a lot about you.
Yes.
I've never seen raisins on a cheesecake before, so I'm excited to see how it pairs up.
It smells like an English muffin to me, which is exciting.
How
Like
fun.
a cinnamon raisin English muffin.
What a fun surprise for all of us. That sounds
It
great.
definitely smells like Daddy.
Hell yeah! Woo! That's a good, I mean, I want to put that as a byline.
I think you nailed the ratio just from the look of it. This is my type of portion.
I'm so excited.
Going for more?
The crust is very good. Really good, and it has a very pronounced oatmeal flavor, so as advertised, I love. Your raisins taste good. Did you cook them in the caramel?
My attempt was to make a caramelized raisins.
Yeah.
They ended up being more butter sugar raisins.
They're definitely caramelized.
Okay, good.
And the fact that you added xanthan gum to a cheesecake using Philly cream cheese is hilarious because Philadelphia cream cheese has the most gums and stabilizers of all the cream cheeses.
Well, hot dicks.
I think it all came together actually pretty well, and I'm surprised that the raisins pair with the cinnamon so well.
I love the texture on the crust compared to, the really creamy texture of the cheesecake itself. I do wish that the raisins were plump up a little bit more.
It reminds me of like a good cereal almost, if that makes sense.
Holy cow!
Try a raisin.
I did, they're great. I'm really surprised too.
A lot of people hate raisins. It's definitely risky, which is exciting.
Is it cheesecake?
Definitely.
100% cheesecake.
Yes.
Even if I do not win this episode, the fact that you enjoyed it, I have worked so hard to make these flavors work. This is my 5th try. This is huge for me. I feel like a victor.
You haven't won yet. It's not.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying, I'm saying this is a huge victory for me.
Now, it might be Christmas time, but if you ask me, well, this year's felt more like a constant Halloween. So I want you to go back inside, find the child within, and dive the in to Zach's spooky cheesecake. It is a chocolate cheesecake with some peanut butter. You got some Oreo chunks, some peanut butter cookie chunks, and of course, some mini M&Ms. On the outside, you have a cereal crust. Again, kids love all this shit.
It does not look like your normal cheesecake.
Sure don't. How boring would that be?
Exactly.
What is the cereal crust component?
We made a pie crust, crushed up some graham crackers, crushed up some Rice Krispie treats, crushed up some cornflakes, maybe even some Cinnamon Toast Crunch, couldn't tell you, blacked out.
Yeah, the Oreos inside. In a fancier restaurant, some might say this is a terrazzo cheesecake.
I was gonna say that, I was afraid you wouldn't know what that meant. So, I'm glad that we're on the same page.
Is there any pumpkin in it?
Oh no.
You said Halloween, which excited me to get pumpkin.
Well, I'm thinking more about the candy.
Yeah,
What
I just
you
want
eat
you
on
to know that
Halloween.
I'm disappointed before I even took a
Right,
bite because
well,
there's no
I am
pumpkin.
disappointed in your closed-minded attitude.
All right, it's time to taste.
A nice contemplate, look at that.
A slight nod.
It's raw,
No,
100%.
it's raw.
The crust on it is kind of gummy on the bottom.
Like chewy.
Yeah, a little gummy, which usually means underbaked or overworked or something.
I will say that I loved the presentation and the thought.
Big L word.
It is dense.
Yeah.
I do like the orange zest in it. I think it brings somewhat of another characteristic to the cheesecake.
Is it creative?
You know when like there's a kid in the class and he's just like kind of nuts and makes weird art and
I
the
know
teacher
myself,
goes,
yes.
"Sweetie, you're so creative," but like in a condescending tone.
This is called a read.
It's so creative.
It's not terrible. The crust is raw. But
Crust is real raw.
the flavor, I got a M&M in mine and I got some peanut butter.
That orange comes through.
Raw or
It tastes like an orange cheesecake.
It's a screamer.
Is this a cheesecake?
Yeah.
I think it is.
It's a cheesecake.
Judges, in the history of this series, I have been known to be a little wild with my alcohol infusions. So I proudly present I'm drunk.
Brown.
Here's my drunk cheesecake. Graham cracker crust has a Guinness beer. Cheesecake itself has bourbon whiskey. Strawberries steeped in champagne. Blackberries have tequila. Raspberries in vodka. Blueberries in gin. The chocolate infused with rum. And there's also a lime zest white wine drizzle. And just a rosé on the side, just a little refresher.
Cheers.
Cheers.
5 alcohols and 1 rosé.
Tastes like rosé.
Nice.
The alcohol isn't as present as the description made it.
I disagree with you. So, like, I can't disagree with you more on that.
The alcohol is not as strong as I thought it would be. Does that make me an alcoholic?
Perhaps.
Not for us.
I think seasoned is the word.
Your cheesecake texture is the best of the day so far.
Yeah, I will say I like the texture a
Super
lot.
smooth, like very sexy smooth.
Oh, thank you.
I think the crust is, the taste of the crust I actually like, even though it's kind of a little soggy because of all the alcohol, but I like the taste of it. Actually, I think the crust actually tastes better than the cheesecake.
How about creativity?
I think it was a bold choice to try and infuse as many alcohols as possible, especially since you typically never mix alcohols, unless you're like making a Long Island. So maybe this is like a Long Island cheesecake.
Yeah, I'm actually quite proud of the cheesecake part.
Yeah.
Very light.
Judges, is it a cheesecake?
Yes, it is.
For sure, it is a cheesecake.
Yes.
Yes!
3-3, Eugene!
Judges, are you a little tipsy?
I probably, yeah.
Thank you, judges.
Judges, I love butter pecan ice cream. Reminds me of summers with my grandparents. And for this cheesecake, I wanted to make a butter pecan ice cream cheesecake. It's got toasted butter pecans on top with a nice brown butter glaze, little vanilla and lemon zest inside, and then I want the texture to be a little melty like ice cream because I have put ice cream inside the cheesecake and it is a hybrid of cheesecake and butter pecan ice cream. Please enjoy.
I call bullshit on all of it.
Okay.
Meant for it to be this texture.
Yeah.
It is unlike any cheesecake I've ever seen.
Thank you.
It does look like an ice cream pie.
Excellent.
But you told me that you baked it, so I'm a little, my brain's a little confused.
I suppose we should dig in.
I'm already there. I already did it.
I think the flavor of the actual cake itself it's not bad.
I do like the pecans. It does, it reminds me of a pecan pie. Again, the crust ratio to cheesecake is not bad.
I don't see any relation to ice cream whatsoever. I think the texture is a failure in the cream cheese department. It almost seems separated and curdled in the center to me. Yeah, it's wet and kind of curdled.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like it was baked enough in the center.
I did find some cream cheese chunks in there, which kind of throws me off.
I do think that there was a little bit too much on the pecan status. It almost looked like it was a pecan cake. It was just that there's a lot of pecans. But they did taste good.
Talk to me more about the flavor.
Look how much you ate.
Is that lemon zest coming through? You know, are you tasting? Yeah.
I do like the creativity that you put in here.
Thank you.
I don't think that I've seen butter pecan cheesecake.
Is it a cheesecake?
Well, you said it was an ice cream cake, so why don't you answer that question?
Not only is this a cheesecake, this is a cheese experience. Half cheesecake, half butter pecan ice cream, 100% nostalgia for those perfect summer days. Think different. Think butter pecan.
It's a cheesecake. It is a cheesecake.
Hell yeah.
It's a little undercooked, but it is a cheesecake.
Yeah.
Is it a cheesecake? I mean, yeah.
That's right. That's right.
First up was Keith's Raisin Cinnamon Daddy's Chosen Cheesecake.
I think the texture is great, actually. It's very smooth, it's dense, it's rich, and it tastes really good.
The flavor of the oatmeal and the texture and the saltiness of the crust, it was well baked. The crust, it was the best baked crust of the four. I think the cinnamon sugar sprinkle is lame. For presentation points, not my favorite way to garnish.
All right, next up we have Zach's Halloween Horror. I think if he took all of the aspects he put in down by like 50%.
And then not put orange zest, and then baked the crust all the way.
Right, there could have been something here, but as it stands, you're almost like biting into something that is just so densely packed with all the things you want to put into it that you kind of lose the essence of a cheesecake as a whole. Okay, next up we have Eugene's 9-liquor cheesecake here.
He definitely gave us the most in terms of making cheesecake look pretty. It's actually the best texture filling of the entire offerings.
It almost felt gimmicky, I think, to use that much alcohol, but it was a bold move by Eugene. And I guess on brand for him as well.
I actually did not taste too much of it. In the crust, especially, it just made the crust soggy.
Our final entrant is Ned's butter pecan ice cream cheesecake remix. You said you tasted a chunk of cream cheese in the
Yeah.
Yeah, and you saw a chunk.
I saw a chunk of cream cheese, yeah.
It's a comedy of errors.
Yeah, the ice cream sticks out to me as being like kind of genius, but also like it didn't happen.
It definitely fell apart. It fell apart real hard.
So guys, I think baking a cheesecake without a recipe is pretty much impossible to do. So I applaud all of you guys. And it came out not bad.
Not bad. Not bad.
Not bad.
Merry Christmas.
Well, contestants, it's that time. 4 cakes, only 1 winner. So let's begin with 4th place.
The 4th place cheesecake, it came with a lot of caveats and excuses. And it was clear to me that the 4th place cheesecake had no plan. And that cheesecake was made by Ned.
Wow. So I didn't have a plan, huh? I didn't have a plan? That's what you think. You think I didn't have a plan, and that's how it went wrong? No, I'll tell you what went wrong. I had a plan. My plan was just not very good because I don't know what I'm doing.
If you sat down at the factory and the server put that garbage in front of you, you would be like, what is this?
You wanna
and
talk
you would
to
send
my
it back
manager?
To the manager.
We don't know where it went wrong, but we had about 80 different hypotheses as to where.
I had this kind of like idea. I was like, oh, it's gonna be melted like ice cream. It's gonna be so good. It's gonna just kind of melt in their mouths. Bullshit.
You can keep that bottle, Ned.
All right, you guys ready for 3rd place?
God, this f***ing year, am I right?
All right, 3rd place goes to Zach.
Call me Thanos, motherfucker, because 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, I completed my gauntlet. I'm calling this season a victory!
Perfect record.
Perfect record.
The final 2 cheesecakes on display. 1 by Eugene. 9 liquors went into this cheesecake. Adorned with fruit, chocolate, and berries of all kinds, this cheesecake had an excellent texture, a half pipe of a ramp of a crust, and overall was a very good bake. On the other end of the arena sits Keith's Daddy's Home Cinnamon Raisin.
Daddy's favorite.
Daddy's favorite.
Daddy's home.
A lot of
Daddy's home.
Daddy's home.
Daddy's home.
That's
And you
great.
can't believe what you did with this cheesecake. It's got a great crust, an excellent texture, and a lot of flavor as well. Both of these cheesecakes could rise to the top of the pantheon. Both of them have so many wonderful attributes. Only one of these will take the 1st place finish. And to the 1st place winner, I will say this. Daddy's home!
Oh my God! Daddy's favorite! Oh my God! This is so. Oh my God! This is so big.
Keith, Daddy's favorite dance. Daddy's favorite dance. Give us a dance.
Daddy's favorite. Daddy's favorite. I can't believe this. This is so big. Let me just take a seat. Oh my gosh.
You guys don't know how hard he worked on to get here.
I put so much work into last year's season and I didn't have much to show for it, and it haunted me. After this victory, I am Daddy's favorite.
Happy holidays and Happy New Year!
2020 is almost over, motherfucker. Let's make the next year hopefully marginally better.
You know what? How could it be worse? Well, you'll show me, won't you?
We'll see. Go check out our movie at tryguys.com/movie.
Thank you for joining us for season 2 of Without a Recipe, and congratulations to Daddy's favorite.
I think that's the dough head.
Is it dough?
You might be taking a big whisk.
Whiskey business.
Well, we sound like
You're
we have...
doing whiskey business.
I know. Oh, couple of old neck boners here.